And the Academy Award for Best Antivirus goes to... Viruses are an art form of their own, guys. There's even a malware museum out there that preserves computer viruses that originated in the 80s. The bad news is viruses are not just a harmless graphic on your computer anymore. Oh no, they've gotten way more advanced than they were in the 80s, and they can single-handedly destroy your system if you don't take the right precautions. There's only one way to stop them, and that's using a kick-ass antivirus. In this video, I'll compare two of the most popular antiviruses, Norton and McAfee, to determine which one has better features, security, and pricing. But before we begin, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Cybernews, and hit that little bell icon for notifications. Alright, did you do it? Great, let's get into it. Now, before we get going, I suppose amongst you there are those who would rather read on this topic than watch me talk about it. And, well, I got you covered. That little link there will get you to the Cybernews article with this very comparison. So, get clicking, I guess. But for everyone else, keep watching. We're getting to the best stuff right now. Okay, if you want to get a good antivirus, you gotta care about features. And with McAfee, you can test some of the features it provides thanks to the free version. This antivirus is well known for being packed with lots of different features, like the option of enabling firewalls, safe browsing, a password manager, a shredder to permanently delete files from your computer, and so on. But that isn't really what you want an antivirus for, right? McAfee seems to be, focused on preventing the infestation of your computer and not really dealing with the viruses that have already lodged themselves in your system. It's not terrible, no, but if you're getting an antivirus because you think your device has viruses, well, McAfee might not be the best choice. And on the other hand, we have Norton. Norton doesn't have a free version. You have to buy it to test it out. But its features are more in line with what one would want from an antivirus. You get full protection from viruses, ransomware, malware, spyware, and even extra features like parental controls. And can go as far as to scan the dark web in case your identity is at risk of being stolen. It's nicely balanced between preventing viruses from accessing your computer and dealing with viruses that are already in your system. Now, as far as features go, Norton is the clear winner. Everything that McAfee offers as a plus can be done using different softwares, but they're definitely not as crucial to protecting your computers from viruses. Norton is a proactive antivirus software. Its main purpose is making sure that attackers never make it through to your computer. It basically works in the background all the time to keep up with any new potential threats that might attack your computer and blocks all the potentially dangerous websites automatically to keep your computer safe and sound. However, this doesn't mean that it doesn't do anything if malware does make it through. It's efficient enough to clear it out before you'd even know it was there. McAfee does rank almost at the same level as Norton in malware protection. You will see a prompt saying potential malware detected quite often. It deters a lot more malware away than it lets through, and even those are easily removed with a click of a button. One of the biggest issues people have with antiviruses is that although they protect your computer from malware, they also slow it down a lot, if not all the time, or at least when they're scanning. This means that you're going to end up having to deal with reduced performance quite often. Both McAfee and Norton deal with this problem by having a quick and complete scan option. McAfee's quick scan takes almost 10 minutes to complete, while it also takes a good chunk of your operating memory. That makes your computer virtually unusable throughout the scan. Norton, however, only takes under 3 minutes to complete its quick scan and doesn't use that many resources, so you could still use the computer while the scan is running in the background. And then coming over to the full scans, well, the story is somewhat similar to how it is with their quick scans. McAfee can take over 3 hours to complete the scan, depending on the amount of your files, while Norton is at least twice as fast. Both softwares rely heavily on the CPU to run the complete scans, using 80 to 90% of its power, so you won't really get to use your computer through the scan either. The scans they run are pretty much identical. The only difference is the decrease in performance you'll encounter with the CPU and the memory. The result is virtually the same. However, Norton is a fast worker, and that's how it gets ahead. Pricing is where either of these antiviruses will seal the deal for you. McAfee has 4 basic options. The best deal goes with the extension plan, where if you sign on for 2 years, you get 5 devices for $29.99 or the 10 device plan for $34.99 per year. Norton, on the other hand, also has 4 different plans. Norton 360 Standard for $39.99, Norton 360 Deluxe for $49.99, Norton 360 with LifeLock for $99.48 a year, and Norton 360 with LifeLock Ultimate Plus for $299.88 a year. Now, Norton is clearly the more expensive software option, but for the basic plans, it's not really that expensive compared to McAfee, considering that you get several more useful features for a few more dollars more than McAfee. It doesn't make sense to save a few dollars a year, right? Although McAfee is cheaper in terms of value for the money, Norton definitely takes the lead here. Both McAfee and Norton are pretty easy to download and run on the computer. Things get slightly trickier with their mobile apps though. McAfee has a bunch of permission loopholes you have to jump through before the app even starts working, and Norton makes it pretty hard to even find where some of the features are. So I guess that brings this one to a tie between the two as well. When it comes to customer support, both of the antiviruses have slightly different approaches. Although they both have the 24-hour live chat available on their site, McAfee also gives you a virtual assistant to help you through minor common issues that you might end up facing. If that doesn't help and you want to wait for a customer service representative to get back to you, you also have the option of going through the McAfee community section, where users ask and answer each other's questions, and it's likely that you'll find your answer there. On the flip side, Norton gives you the option of direct contact with a phone line. There aren't any ridiculously long waiting hours or anything, so you're connected to a customer service representative within just a few minutes. They also have active social media pages, and you have the option of dropping them a message there. However, that would take a little longer, so live chat or a phone call would be the better option. Norton wins here, at least for me, because you're actually able to talk to a human being without having to wait on hold for an eternity, which, come on, it's kind of a common practice at this point, right? This means that no matter how unique your issue might be, you'll be able to solve it pretty much immediately with Norton. Before we finish up, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if it was any help. We're uploading new content weekly, so subscribe to Cybernews for more videos like this. Okay, although these two antiviruses are pretty similar, there are things that end up making a lot of difference here. Norton seems to have the slight edge in almost every aspect, but it costs a little more. But when it comes to quality and consistency, well, Norton is definitely worth the price. Okay, which of these two would you be going for? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.